Welcome to the venerable Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Rice Owls and the Toledo Rockets. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. And the Rockets headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Running inside, it's Smith. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the wideout. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Leaves it with the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Defense not showing press coverage. Brown will throw it. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the
defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Punt is on its way. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll keep it on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Fires left side, and Smith. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
The give to the right. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to throw, it's Richter. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone, it's Smith. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass on second down. Picked off to stop the threat. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Clark. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Got it behind the line. It's Lane. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Owls can really attack on this second and short. Brown wants to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Got his man on the outside. Got enough space. Touchdown Owls. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, short yardage situation. They decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Richter. He wants to take the top off. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Toledo. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Extra point here will tie the game.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense in press coverage. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack.
Flag 14! Flag 14! Shredder! Shredder! Nap!
Looking to fire. Unloads it left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this secondary.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. Rice rushes to the line.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another.
Gonna let it fly. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense trying to take it back.
Well, it's a nice job by him making the catch. You got to secure the ball and put it away. The play's not over. And give the defender credit for knocking it loose, and the defense jumps on it.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The give to the lone running back.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Trucks through the defender. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Brown will throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Rice. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point in the season.
And he made the extra point without problem. From inside the 15, here's the return. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the wideout. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. The chains now on 2nd and long. On the draw, it's Smith. Gain of 8 is now 3rd and 2.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Hauls it in. Got room at the 35. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a 1st at the 29. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside, it's Smith. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. And the Rockets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The throw. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Rockets.
And that is a huge touchdown for the offense and also a big momentum shifter in this game because now if they kick the extra point, they tie this game, anything could happen.
They had the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The corners are walked up tight. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Maybe some room here. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Lane. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Owls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, you'll have to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the upright. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the number 7 team, the Texas A&M Aggies. And it's Kentucky in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Run inside. It's Smith. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. The Rockets want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
To the air, it's Richter. Throws to the wideout. Snares it outside, it's Bond. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going deep. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chain. And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. So on their first drive of this third quarter, they find themselves in a tie game after that last field goal. The hand to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Trying to impose their will with the run. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quick release by the QB. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Owls are facing 3rd and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. Runs for the tackle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped him.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
All even here in the third quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Running inside, it's Smith. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The handoff as they run the counter play here. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
That's a big third down get by the offense there, because obviously being in field goal range, had they not gotten it, a field goal would have tied the game. But now that you've converted it, you've got an opportunity to take the lead and seize a ton of momentum in this game.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Scanning the field, it's Richter. Finds his big tight end. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy, because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Brown will throw it. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. What a grab with one hand. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. go back to work in the final period of this one. Using his legs, it's Jackson. There's a crease. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Rice. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
The Rockets offense is back on the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Fires to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Makes the grab. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Finds space on the right. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. Ball is incomplete, but I believe this is going to be a penalty on the defense. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Richter. Complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The run inside. It's Miller. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Toledo. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. To a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys...
Could be an alley. Got enough for the first. Touchdown, Owls! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Owls right back down the field with the answer. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
He'll bring it out. It's Bond. He's got great speed. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Back to throw, it's Richter. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, it's Bond. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Rockets. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice makes its way onto the field to get things going on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Makes the grab, and they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get...
Finding some room. Got enough for the first. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right. Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field. Yeah, and they got to do it.
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Hey, you can see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly.
exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Owls, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. On target. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Trying play action. He wants a big play here late and wings it incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Richter. Here's a throw downfield late. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He takes the knee, and it took a while, but they are finally